It has a mind of its own.
We sat here just now and recorded a whole video.
Sweet video.
It was good. It was full of useful information.
Good thing.
We sounded all smart and professional, like we knew what we was talking about.
Because we did know what we was talking about.
Because we do know what we're talking about, because we're professional. And we know our stuff. Let me tell you how good we are. We was just talking about stuff off the top of our head. We don't got no script. Let me speak correctly. We don't have a script.
She said it right the first. We ain't got no script.
We don't rehearse this. This is what we do.
That's what we do.
I come in the morning, Joe, you want to talk about this? He'll say no or yes. Or he'll say, you want to talk about this? I'll be like, okay, no problem. We won't talk about it for the rest of the day. When we come here to sit down, we just be popping stuff off at the top of our heads.
Pop it off.
You know what that's called? That's called passion for what we do. That's called
passion comes out of your belly.
Okay, in the previous video that we just recorded that y'all not gonna see because there's no sound, all you see is this.
We might put some music to it and some.
We can make a library out of that.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, what we just talking about?
Happy
Passion.
Monday, everybody.
Kitchen Chronicles, how y'all doing? We just talking, didn't even say hi. How y'all doing? I know. We said Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but we missed last Wednesday. We missed last Friday because we had things to do.
I had to go to the doctor on Friday.
I didn't ask you to give an example.
I had to go take some business on Wednesday.
I didn't ask you to be specific. I just said you had things to take care of.
Hey, I'm just.
Anyway. So, and we don't have videos in the bank.
And then we don't have nobody to fill in for us. We don't have like a fill in, like when
Regis and Kathy Lee.
Yeah, but when Regis is not Regis hasn't been on there for a long time.
I know that just popped into my brain. Okay, when Tamar was sick and not on the View, the Real.
She's not on the Real anymore at all.
Okay, well.
Oops. It ain't our fault. Listen.
No, it's not our fault. I don't think I want anybody filling in because it's just who would fill in,
right? No.
And then you know what? I mean, I could if I wanted to do a Kitchen Chronicles by myself, or Joe could do a Kitchen Chronicles by himself, but
it's not fun. We like to do it because
like Joe has his own. Joe has his own stuff going on. What is it? Adventures with Joe.
Culinary Adventures with Joe.
Excuse me, y'all. Culinary Adventures with Joe. He got his own stuff, but Kitchen Chronicles is Joe and T. We just
can't nobody replace that.
Ain't nobody can flow like us. You know what everybody tells us every time they watch one of our videos? Y'all have such good chemistry. They don't say y'all. You two have very good chemistry. You have a good rapport with each other. Anyway, do you want to go back to talk about what we were talking about in the video?
We might as well because ain't nobody else going to hear it.
Ain't nobody else going to hear it. We were talking about food trends, y'all.
2016
food trends. Joe, tell them about the purple bread.
Okay, so there's a scientist who is in the lab. Yes, he did. Nice hair.
Yeah, I look good.
There's a scientist in the lab right now creating something called purple bread. It's supposed to stay in your system a little bit longer than regular bread.
You know, that would actually be good for diabetics.
Right, and I think that's what the purpose is. It's supposed because of the nutrients in it. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to digest a little. It's supposed to take a little bit longer for your body to break it down because of the nutrients in it. It wants to get all the nutrients out, so it takes it a little bit longer to break down. But it's supposed to be super duper healthy for you. I don't know when that's coming out, but that is in the works now. It's called purple bread. It's very,
Now you know what? Okay.
They also have purple potatoes too.
We've always had purple potatoes.
Yeah, but
do y'all know about purple potatoes?
Some people don't know about purple potatoes.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It's just purple. That's a hybrid. Okay, this is my thing. They're creating all of this stuff to be healthy for us, to help with the different allergies that people have nowadays,
gluten allergies,
gluten and all that other stuff. But when we were young,
Okay.
we ate dirt and didn't get sick.
Spam.
What?
We ate potted meat.
Scrapple? Remember Scrapple?
Yes, Lord.
We ate all kinds of stuff. And if you had a baby, when we were growing up, that baby would be all of 2 weeks old, be eating mashed potatoes and Joe, am I lying?
Mashed corn.
Honey,
Blended up broccoli.
honey, rice cereal in that bottle. Nobody got sick. No one got sick. No one had the allergy, the problems that we have now. Is that because of the technology, the hybrids that are coming out now, or how they preserve their stuff and how they process their foods? Is that what it is?
I believe so.
You were talking about people want grass-fed beef now and grass-fed chicken because the corn is supposed to be bad, but they use preservatives and chemicals on the grass. So
Right.
unless you have your own farm and can monitor what your animals are eating and monitor what things are sprayed on your vegetables and stuff like that, you really don't know. You really don't know. But honestly, we didn't
I
have the
understand
stuff that we had.
The concept of people trying to live better lives as far as food wise. I understand people want to eat organic stuff and things like that. I totally understand, but your body needs some bacteria. You need a little germ in your body.
Did y'all know that?
Kind of balance you out a little bit.
Did you know you don't need fat? You need fat. Fat is good for your skin. Did you know that?
Guys need that. But that's neither here nor there. We sound ancient. People don't want to. But what other food trend is there?
We sound ancient and churchy.
Honey, we like that.
Have you ever tried to speak and not refer to a church term?
Sometimes.
Does it work?
No.
Okay. That's a whole other subject. Food trends. One pan dinners. You get yourself a cookie sheet. We call them sheet trays. Get yourself a cookie sheet. You put everything on the cookie sheet that you want for dinner. For example, asparagus, red potatoes, roasted anything. Any roasted vegetable tastes so much better.
Delicious.
Than boiling. When you boil, you're boiling all of the flavor out into the water. Anyway. You take some broccoli or you take some asparagus, you put some red potatoes on there, red potatoes because you don't have to peel them, and maybe some lamb chops or some pork chops. Season all of that stuff up, throw it all on a sheet tray, not jumbled up, looking like a dog's breakfast, but
looks like a what?
A dog's breakfast. Anna Garten says that. The barefoot contestant, she says that. We ain't gonna talk about her. You know what she did, right?
No, I didn't hear.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. A child said that his or her wish was to meet her, and she said no. And then supposedly she said it wasn't her, it was her management that said it because she would never do something like that. And so they asked again, and again the answer was no. This is all allegedly.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I'm not feeling her anymore. Anyway. Getting back to what I'm saying, you take the meat and you have that in one line, and you take the potatoes in one line and the vegetables in one line, throw it all in the oven on one sheet tray, dinner's done, just like that. That's the new trend right now. That should have been a trend a long time ago.
Who have families,
who work.
Yeah, who work long hours. Just have everything ready, seasoned, pop it in a pan, and 1, 2, 3, kaboom.
What is it?
1, 2, 3, kaboom.
Okay, the other food trend is cooking with things that you would normally throw in the garbage. And that sounds really nasty and crazy, but for example, taking the broccoli stems, you can make a broccoli stem salad. You take the broccoli stems and you use a mandolin, and you make a slaw out of that, or a salad out of that. You can take a leftover apple. You can take pineapple, the cores of the pineapple that you usually throw away, and boil it down. Cool it, and then add some sugar to that, and you have infused water. You can use that for apple cores. You can use that anything that you would throw away in the garbage. You can use fruit-wise. Boil it up, strain it, infuse water. The same thing that you what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
The same thing that you would buy in the store for $4. You got in your garbage right now.
Just don't dig in your garbage. Don't be nasty.
We are not suggesting that you start dumpster diving.
We're talking about scraps like
that you have
in
your kitchen from what you prepared.
Like when you cut up chicken and you cutting off the fat and things like that, you can make stock, chicken stock from bones, chicken bones.
Or you could take that skin and make some chicharron.
Oh, or you can make some chicharron.
Ooh, okay, so we ain't gonna talk about that.
Chicken
chicharron.
Well, it's 11 minutes, so
really,
yeah. But you know, we had a whole video, y'all. We
really did.
The Lord that we
really did.
Honestly had a whole. It was like a lot of informative things.
Well, it was informative just now.
Yeah, I mean,
because we good like that.
Boom.
Because we can just off the cuff come up with stuff. You know why that is? Because we're good at what we do, and we love what we do, and we're invested in what we do. That's why we can bring this information to you.
So if it's informative, if you like what you hear, subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Like us on YouTube, on Instagram.
Here come your presentation.
On Facebook.
Do it like we want. Like do it like we on our television show already.
Hit us up. Kitchen Chronicles with Joe and T on Facebook. We also have a page on Instagram, kitchen_chronicles_. Follow us, please. Also, we're on Snapchat, Kitchen Chronicles with Joe and T. Also, we're on here, YouTube, Kitchen Chronicles with Joe and T. Like us, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your loved ones. We here, we got interesting topics. We're talking to you. We here, we loving what we do. And boom, we done.
That was sexy.